Global Education Media presents Education Report on TV, the television program that promotes educational events and activities across the country for parents, students, practitioners in educational fields across categories, corporate organizations with products and services that appeal to the youths, government officials, particularly those saddled with the responsibility of managing education, and the general public. It also covers programs and activities in the educational sector, such as awards and opening ceremonies, school into-house sports, collaborative engagement with NGOs, as well as corporate organizations, plus vocational and technical education, institution for people with special education needs, individual contribution towards the growth and development of education while celebrating success in the educational sector at all levels. Please contact 0803-323-2771 or 0812-120-1359. Education Report on TV, promoting excellence in education on television nationwide.
No fewer than 150,000 pupils from both private and public schools in Lagos State recently sat for the placement test into public secondary schools across the state. Education Report on TV crew monitored some of the centers where the examinations was held as the candidates gathered together as early as 8 a.m. to sit for the test with the moral support of their parents and guardians. Some of the candidates who spoke with Education Report on TV disclosed that they were prepared for the test.
We are prepared very well. Our teachers have taught us so many things. We are here because we are writing 3 exams, so our school can get 100%. We prepared very well for this exam. That's why we are here for this exam.
The subject I love most is maths. I know simple interest, perimeter of a rectangle, perimeter of a square. I love maths and English, basic science. I love all the subjects.
I read Gosugo, Easy Way to Success, and some revision questions books like that. And our teachers have been bringing us together to teach us English. I have confidence. Yes, I'm ready for anything about English now.
The pupils are expected to obtain at least 50% score in English and mathematics. The Director of Schools Monitoring Lagos State Office of Quality Assurance, Mr. Rashid Balogun, stated that 235 centers were earmarked for the examination.
We are here to monitor placement tests of our primary 6 children into public secondary school in Lagos State. This is now for children of primary 6 into public secondary schools, inclusive of both private primary and public primary. Happily, we have 235 centers this year across the state, so we are moving up.
The parents gave kudos to the Lagos State government for organizing such an examination, which according to them was well conducted.
My son is writing the exam, yeah. He used to go to St. Francis, that is St. Francis Nursery and Primary School. But they tried. They did lesson, they teach them very well. Even at home, we read, we listen, we try our best, but we wish they the best luck.
The government are trying, and I see that the education this time around is very, very in order. And I feel that if they continue handling it like that, the education will be okay.
It's a good thing that children are, go through an examination before they get into secondary school. In that way, a child knows that, oh, I've been tested for all I've been taught. Yes. Not just English and maths, but in all subjects. So this exam, I think, is very encouraging because it makes them know that, oh yes, I'm leaving one level to the next level.
According to the Tutor General Permanent Secretary, Education District 1, Mrs. Florence Ogunfidodo, candidates eligible for the test are those from approved primary schools.
Definitely, we have just primary 6 pupils in our schools, public schools, and approved primary schools too. If they are not from any of the approved schools, they cannot be registered. There was an interaction with the parents of pupils in the private schools. After meeting with the ones in the public school, where there was that interaction, and all of them were sensitized, and that is why we have so many of them coming in now.
On her part, the Director General Quality Assurance, Mrs. Runke Sheyombo, stated that the examinations was a big improvement from what was obtained in the past.
To make sure children register very well, we actually started from the fact that we publicized this particular event really well this year. And I'm sure you would have seen the impact on the number of children that have registered, because we've got 150,000. We've got about 90,000 from the public school sector and 60,000 from the private school sector. To me, it's a big improvement, and the only thing is we've learned our lessons here, that we've got to make more room for improvement next year as well.
The Tutor General Permanent Secretary, Education District 2, Mrs. Titilayo Shulari, made it known that the government made provision for pupils with special needs.
For the physically challenged, they have been well taken care of. I was at Inclusive Unit Ipakodo recently, while the students were writing their ICO project exam, and it was done in a very conducive atmosphere. Education is for all, and we must ensure that they all partake in the exam.
The Director, Lagos State Examinations Board, Mr. Olufemi Hassan, charged parents and guardians to register their wards in only Lagos State government-approved schools.
There have been these challenges of unapproved schools, registering under approved schools. And most of these schools concerned don't even tutor their candidate very well. When they get to examination center, they keep on mentioning the name of their schools, which is very, very wrong. My advice to private school owners is get your schools approved by Lagos State government. The process is not hard. All they need is get to the Secretariat Alausa. My advice for the parents is to look before they leap. That is, before you put your child in the school, verify the status of that school. Is it an approved school? Is it on an approved school? If you know that a school is not approved, don't take your children there. Register them with approved school. And government schools are there for everyone. That is why you have the best of everything. The best teacher, the best editor, the best facilities. You have them in government schools.
I've been very impressed with the way we have conducted examination in Lagos State today. Children have attended really well on time, and I have to say a big thank you to all the parents that have brought their children. By exactly 7:30 this morning, in all the stations that we visited, all the schools that we visited this morning, we had all the children there, and there isn't any problem of late coming this year. So definitely we're working on the same track, and schools have conducted examination really well. However, we still have few shortcomings.
Yes, at the beginning, some came late, some were unable to locate their centers. But all things were put to rest because we were there to assist, and we moved them from one place to the other. And before we left, all the students settled down for the papers, for the exam.
So what we're going to do is to make sure we sensitize all our children before the next examination, to make sure every child understands the needs of the OMR, how to shade the OMR paper, and not how to shade the examination paper.
And we hope by next year we'll still improve more on this, and especially in locating the centers and production of OMR sheets, so that all of them would have enough.
But we have to say thank you to all the stakeholders. Examination board have done wonderfully well, and also I have to commend all the press and the gentlemen of the press for the support that they have given to us, particularly on publicity, because it has had tremendous impact on our examination this morning. And also I have to say a big thank you to all the chairmen of our sessions of private schools, because that has really helped with publicity. We're very proud of them. And parents, once again, I appreciate you. Thank you so much for your support.
The essence of the placement test was to prepare them psychologically for secondary school education.